Puzzle games involving words have become increasingly popular over the years. Many of us have played or at least heard of the most popular one, which is Wordle. With that said, a new word game has popped up on Steam, with that being Turlock Holmes, housing a collection of 48 puzzles, or cases in this instance, that at first may seem very unlikely or even illogical. You will play through the collection of cases which have been written by 15 different authors. During your playthrough, you'll also be supported by the AI turtle Turlock, who will help you solve the cases. A copy of the game was kindly provided for review purposes. In Turlock Holmes, you solve cases by finding the missing words. Each word you can uncover is color-coded: white for basic words or filler words, yellow for semi-important words that will give you some mushrooms, the in-game points, and red. The red words are critical, and only once you have uncovered these will you solve the case. Essentially, you don't have to find any words other than the red ones to progress. You can uncover words in a number of ways. The most basic is to just randomly guess. The game even encourages you to try the most basic words such as the and I. By doing this, you will undoubtedly uncover some letters for the surrounding words. Another option to uncover words is the guess the word option. This has you play a Wordle type game where you fill out the boxes with letters. Depending on if they are in the correct spot, they will be a certain colour. Green for correct, yellow for correct letter in the wrong location, and no colour for the letter being incorrect. There are 0 consequences for making a bunch of wrong guesses. In fact, it will occasionally trigger a bonus image that might help guide you to finding the right answers. The final way to uncover words is to just pay for them with the mushrooms you have acquired from previous guesses. The biggest issue with the gameplay is the sheer amount of words being covered. Whole paragraphs in some instances. This made it almost impossible to actually deduce an answer without blindly guessing. So I often found myself cycling through a bunch of random words to hopefully uncover enough of the sentence to gain a clue as to what the correct answer may be. This brings me to my second issue. If you are not good at spelling, you are likely to struggle as the game does not feature a spell check option. I am also unsure if it uses American or British spelling, so that could also become an issue if it does not use a spelling from your region. For example, I am Australian, so I spell things like cozy with an S, but if I was in America, it would be spelled with a Z. Turlock Holmes is translated from Chinese and is not perfect at all. Often there are mistakes in the translation that make it almost incomprehensible, which is a shame, but is often the case when indie games get translated from Chinese. It is just something I have noticed in the past. As for the cases in the game themselves, they are rather dark and unnerving most of the time. Happy endings are not found here, and each case is a self-contained mini situation, from a burning apartment to a story about a witness of a crime. Most often they just give me this eerie or ominous feeling as I was uncovering words to complete each case. So it is not for those that like happy endings. The graphics in Turlock Holmes are simple. The layout on the left of the page has a blank box where a picture can slowly be uncovered, with the bottom half being a section with Turlock, where you can choose options such as uncovering letters. On the right side of the page you will find the case to solve. This is where the text is written. For me, I found the text a good size to read. I did not search for options to change it as it was not an issue for me. The font was also easy to read, which is important in a game all about uncovering missing words. Overall, I thought the graphics were pleasant and had this cartoony feel to them, especially the drawings of the cases. They did the job necessary without feeling overwhelming as there is a lot going on the screen. The other thing I liked was the colours chosen for the background. Going for an off-white, actually I'm not sure what colour it's called, but it reminds me of newspapers and the colours used for those. This is a great choice as it is easy on the eyes to look at and is not too bright when reading. The downfalls on the user interface are that scrolling is not possible with the keyboard, so you must use the mouse. You also have to select the input box before trying any guesses. Plus, I have noticed some inconsistencies with words written and pictures shown, such as the word stating the girl in a white dress when she was wearing a red dress in the picture. Turlock Holmes makes an interesting attempt to break into the word puzzle genre. I think it is best for those that truly love word puzzles like Wordle. Without this, you could easily become bored by all the random guessing that is required to complete each case. It is a niche game for a very specific audience. If Turlock Holmes does interest you, there is a free demo available on Steam, and I would recommend, as with any game that has a demo, to play that first before purchasing any full games. If you enjoyed this review, make sure you give it a like. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye!